The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Good afternoon. Really excited, guys, about being here. I guess I'm to talk about defense. And just to piggyback about what you just heard Coach talk about the run, is just critical that we stop the run. That we stop the run, stop the big plays, and go. But we're just so excited about this group of guys. They have worked hard. They worked hard in the spring. They've continued that. These guys, if you ask about what are we going to be like, I can promise you that they're going to play with unbelievable effort. We're going to play with great effort. We're going to get after people. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to attack. We're not going to set back, guys. Their mamas are going to kind of worry. The other teams are going to worry about what we're going to do. Okay, so it's a fun style of defense, and our kids are excited about playing in it. When you look up front, and that's where it all starts, you want to stop the run. You look up front, and we got a freshman that's going to probably start at our nose guard, and that's going to be, Montel Presley. All right, and then you go inside with him. Brian Bembry did a good job last year. Will do a great job. Has done a great job out there so far. Jordan Price at the defensive end. Man, he's had a heck of a camp and is playing hard. And then on the other side, Brandon Staten, Phelan, Booker. Those guys are really playing hard. And our big challenge is to develop depth. We've got to get where we're not worried about injuries, but to develop depth. And we've got some guys that are behind those guys that are really working hard, and we expect them to come along. And when you go to the linebacker spot, I think we have a chance to be really, really special there. And again, it's about depth, but you look at our outside linebacker, the Sam position, and Lane Bloom he's really working hard. I think he's going to be outstanding, and he's backed up by Antonio Henderson, and then Cammons will back him up. Those are three outstanding athletes. And then inside of the Mike linebacker, we're developing that. And Stu Part, Shaheem will start. He's being challenged. We have a freshman, Irvin Nard, that is having a heck of a camp. He's out a little bit right now, but I think that young man is going to be a phenomenal player for us. And when you look at our wheel backer and you look over at Jarvis Green, and he's playing well, and Nard could play Mike, and so we're developing depth there. And the thing about this defense, it's about speed. In today's football, it's almost basketball on the grass. So the day of having those big kind of plug kind of guys out there, they're kind of, so it's about being able to run. The secondary, we're really young, challenged. We have a veteran back in Jason Williams at one of the corners. We have a veteran back with Jerry McLeese at a strong safety. And there's just great competition. Jerry is being backed up by a freshman, Darius Williams, and Darius is challenging to be on the field. Where he'll be on the field, not certain, but he'll play a lot. And then at the free safety, it's sort of, it's hard to really get into who that guy is going to be right now. But Jamar was here last year. You got Jamar, and then backed up by a couple of freshman guys, Lyles and Jaquan Smith, and those guys are all competing. Somebody will come along. All right, we'll have four guys. We're going to have guys. Our goal is to get our best 11 on the field, and we're going to do that. We're going to be outstanding on defense. And I know you look back, and we'll get some questions about last year, guys. You know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about now. All right? I want to talk about now. Sometimes you get into that, this is the way it was. Hey, these guys, we're excited about right now. Okay? And then at Desmond Farrell is a kid that will start at corner. He's another freshman. So you keep hearing a lot of freshman kind of guys. They're in the mix. And our challenge is to get them ready to play. Were they ready to play today? No, they weren't ready to play today. But we'll be ready to play when we line up on the first. What kind of questions do you guys have?
Coach, are you surprised that so many freshmen are going to kind of be a factor with some of the guys you had coming back? It seemed like you had a pretty good unit, as far as experience-wise coming back. Are you surprised that so many freshmen kind of get in the conversation there?
No, I mean it's again, getting the best 11, and in the secondary in particular, it's about skill, and our challenge is to really hammer the fundamentals with those guys. But as far as talent going out and doing some things skill-wise, they're pretty good. But it's that fundamental thing, and that's our approach. We got some things to do to get better fundamentally, all the way across the board defensively.
You have 8 or 9 guys started or had a lot of playing time come back. Did it make it easier to implement like a new defensive scheme, or do you like just kind of clean slate, freshmen and everybody come in just like they're brand new players?
Yeah, as we start and we, the coaches, and we develop this Carson-Newman defense. It's not about, sometimes guys Coach Slade, it's not about that. And I've said to Coach Sparks and coaches, if I don't hear the word defensive coordinator ever again, okay, it is truly about we. It's truly about we. And then we've taken that approach with our scheme, and our guys have really responded to it. We have a simple way of getting them lined up. Our thing is to get them lined up so that they can play fast. We're not going to go out there and try to trick anybody, and we're not going to go out there and understand that we can't go out there and blitz our way out of everything or stunt our way out of everything. We've got to be fundamentally sound to knock people back, to be fundamentally to get after people that way, and then we'll have enough things that we can do to kind of juice it up. But before we do any of that, guys, it's about lining up with 11 guys that are just dying to get to that football and to get it back for our offense. The best defense is that defense is sitting over on the sideline watching that offense keep it for 8 minutes. And that's one thing about us. We're excited about our offense and what they can do in that regard.
Coach, has your mindset on defense changed at all since you've been coordinators over the years? Has it changed compared to when you were at Tennessee just down the road a few years back?
And maybe in this regard is to, put our guys in a situation where they can play fast. We had that same attitude at Tennessee. But, the big thing here is to really put them in situations where you can make a call, they can get lined up, and they can play. And in that regard, I think we have a better understanding of that. And it's great having those experiences and to be able to look at being at the University of Washington and say, I'm going to take the best of this, all right? Hey, I was at A&M, I'm going to take the best of this at Tennessee. And then, but merge it, put it together where it's not so complicated that guys can't go out and play.
What was it about Carson-Newman that made you leave Central and come join the Eagles?
Well, it's Coach Sparks and I have been friends for a long time, and we share. A lot of times you look at jobs and we share that why, and we share that purpose, and that this theme this year is so that why, me for he, for we to for he, where we are really focusing on that. We share that belief in believing that Jesus is our Savior, and that boy, everything, that's the foundation. And it's fun coming into work every day, being able to build on that with these kids, to see them motivated, to see them getting drawn closer to Christ because of this program. So it's fun being able to do that. So we share that purpose together, and that's a big attraction to me.
What do you want this defense to be known for? What do you want its hallmark to be by the time the year is over?
Well, the big thing is that you look out there and say, boy, they are fundamentally sound, that they run full speed, they play great, excited, they're excited about playing, that they play with unbelievable effort. The magic is not in the scheme, the magic is in the effort. And when you look out there, I like for people to leave that stadium and say, man, they play hard. They play together. And then as this football team, we play together as a football team. That's what we want to be known as.
Anything else for Coach Slade? Thank you very much.
Thank you.